My name is Lisa, and I work as a live-in attendant at a local traditional inn. Compared to other jobs, I don't have much freedom, but that just makes it all the more rewarding for me. Luckily, I'm surrounded by great coworkers.
Hey, did you see that guest just now? He was super handsome.
Really? I don't know. I think I prefer guys with a bit more of a solid build.
Come on, you two, don't have these kinds of conversations while we're working.
Sorry, Lisa. I know you're not really into this kind of talk.
Not into it? More like, you just get way too flustered. I mean, the other day, your hands were shaking like crazy in front of that hot guest.
Oh, I remember. You were trembling so much. I was trying so hard not to laugh.
Hey! Stop making fun of me over my mistakes.
Come on, it wasn't just you, it was all three of us.
Exactly. We were all shaking, and in the end, the manager scolded us for it.
Honestly, it's a good thing the guests didn't notice. You two seriously need to be a little more professional.
Oh please, you're the last person who should be saying that when you completely freeze up in front of a hot guy.
Haha, yeah. If it weren't for that, you'd be perfect, Lisa.
Ugh. I don't care if you're my seniors, say one more thing and I'm really gonna get mad. I've always had a strong desire to become independent as soon as possible, so I started working right after finishing middle school. A few years have passed since then, and the inn's manager has always been kind to me. I've also been fortunate to have supportive senior coworkers like Haruka and Natsuki. But it wasn't just my colleagues that I was lucky to have. Thank you for waiting. Here is today's meal. Once the flame goes out, please remove the lid before eating.
Got it. Thanks. I'm really looking forward to this. Whenever I receive your attentive service, Lisa, the food somehow tastes even better.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
Well, Lisa's service is always full of thoughtful little touches. Even the way you delicately shake the lid off to soup. Another sign of your attention to detail, I suppose.
I am sorry about that. I'll be more mindful.
Dad, come on. Don't point out weird things like that.
Oh, my bad. But really, thank you for always providing such excellent service. Next time we visit, we'll be sure to request you again.
Thank you so much. I'll do my best to live up to your expectations. Many of our regular guests remember my name and face. And being praised or encouraged by them has become a source of motivation for me. A few days later, the innkeeper's daughter, Takara, started working here.
Nice to meet you all. I'm Takara, the innkeeper's daughter. Please treat me just like any other newbie and don't hold back with your training. I'm looking forward to working with you all.
Whoa. As expected from the innkeeper's daughter, you've really got it together.
Looking forward to working with you, Takara.
From now on, we're all in this together, like a family. If there's anything you're unsure about, don't hesitate to ask, okay?
Yes. Thank you so much, senpai.
As Takara joined us, I watched as the innkeeper strictly guided her on proper etiquette and behavior. Seeing that made me even more determined to improve myself. However, 6 months later, the innkeeper suddenly passed away. And Takara had to step up as the new innkeeper.
All right, Natsuki, you'll be in charge of the guests in the Asagao room. Haruka, you'll take the keyed room. And Lisa, you're in charge of the Kimokusei room. Once you've finished your tasks, come back here for further instructions. All right, dismissed.
Wait, come back here? Takara, does that mean you're just going to stay here the whole time?
Yes, that's right. Also, from now on, call me innkeeper.
But your mother used to walk around the inn, checking in and giving directions as needed.
Now that you're the innkeeper, shouldn't you be doing the same?
Enough already. I am the innkeeper now. I am the owner of this inn. A manager wandering around the floor isn't how things are done these days. Got it? Now hurry up and get back to work.
The Takara I once knew was nowhere to be found. She stopped working altogether, only giving orders without lifting a finger. I knew this couldn't go on, but before I could do anything, a week had already passed. Excuse me, innkeeper. I heard you wanted to speak with me?
Lisa, good. I have something important to tell you today. Thank you for your years of service. As of today, you are officially dismissed.
What? Wait a minute. Are you serious?
Yes, completely. Thank you for all your hard work up until now, but this inn doesn't need you anymore. So, goodbye.
Just like that? This is so cruel.
Cruel? Sigh. This is exactly why I can't stand naive people who didn't even graduate high school. Listen up. We're in the age of inbound tourism. What matters now isn't keeping a bunch of old regulars happy, it's attracting international tourists.
Well, it's true that we've been seeing more overseas guests lately. But why does that mean I have to be fired?
Cost efficiency. Foreign guests don't care about outdated Japanese-style hospitality, so instead of keeping expensive staff like you, it makes more sense to hire foreign exchange students for cheap. That's the smart move for the future. Why should I spend extra money on unnecessary services? That's why I've decided to fire all the Japanese staff, starting with you.
No. But international guests do respect and appreciate Japanese culture.
Yeah, sure. In your little fantasy world, maybe. But as someone who actually went to college and knows about business, I see things differently. Anyway, you're fired. Pack up your things and leave. You are dismissed.
This can't be happening. And so, I was forced to leave the inn against my will. With no other choice, I packed my things while holding back tears. Bowed one last time to the place that had been my home, and walked away from my former workplace. Then, 6 months later. My phone's ringing. This number, could it be? Hello, this is Lisa.
Oh, Lisa. Good, you haven't changed your number.
Takara. It's been a while. Is something wrong?
Wrong isn't exactly the right word, but I need you to come to the inn.
Wait, come to the inn? Why?
Yeah, I'd rather explain that in person. Just come over. I've been trying to get in touch with Haruka and Natsuki too, but I can't reach them. Do you happen to have their contact info?
I do, but...
Oh, really? That's a relief. Well, I guess that's expected. You did work here since middle school, after all. Could you let them know too? Just tell them the same thing I told you. You can come whenever, but the sooner the better, okay?
Wait, hold on, I never said I was going.
Don't worry, I'm not calling you three for anything bad. All right then, I'll be expecting you ASAP.
No, wait, I didn't even agree to. She hung up. Takara suddenly called us out of the blue, demanding that we come to the inn. I wasn't exactly thrilled about it, but refusing seemed like too much trouble. So, I reached out to Haruka and Natsuki, and for the first time in 6 months, we made our way back to our old workplace.
I'm glad you all came. Go ahead and take a seat.
Take a seat,
More importantly, can we get straight to the point?
Yeah, why would you suddenly call back the very people you fired?
Wow, so impatient. You used to be more relaxed when you worked here, but that changes today. Because I've decided to rehire the three of you. Sign these contracts, and you can start working again immediately.
Rehire us.
Hey, Lisa, why you shouldn't laugh? That's rude.
Yeah, no way. Hard pass. Absolutely not.
What? Are you seriously saying no? You get to work here again. Why would you refuse?
Why? Look around, Takara. It's a holiday, and the inn is completely empty.
The place is a mess. It's like no one's been cleaning or maintaining it at all. The inn itself is crying.
Honestly, I thought you called us here to say your final goodbyes before shutting this place down.
That's exactly why I need you three back. Doesn't it hurt to see your old workplace in this state?
No, that's your line to say. This whole mess is your fault.
The previous innkeeper worked so hard to build this place up, and you tore it all down in no time at all.
Do you seriously think anyone would want to work here now? And instead of asking us to come back, you're ordering us around like before? It's clear you still don't understand reality.
How dare you talk to me like that? This is your fault too. If you three hadn't left so easily, this inn would still be thriving. But no, you just up and quit the moment I told you to. What a bunch of traitors.
Even as the inn lay in ruins, Takara still had the audacity to demand we work for her again from a position of superiority. Naturally, we refused, and in response, she threw a tantrum, blaming us for the decline of the inn. Just as we were getting fed up with her nonsense.
Who do you think you are? You're the real traitor here.
This disaster is entirely your own doing.
You people. No, who even are you? This is trespassing.
Are you seriously telling me you don't even recognize your own regular customers?
No wonder this place has gone downhill.
Fuck. Why are a bunch of regulars here with them?
The day Lisa was fired, I happened to be on my way to the inn. She looked like she was about to cry, so I asked her what was wrong. And when she told me she had been unjustly fired,
We already knew how exceptional Lisa's hospitality skills were, so we immediately offered her a position at our company.
Wait, you're telling me she found another job the same day she got fired?
Well, I guess you could call it a silver lining, or maybe a miracle in a nightmare.
Yep, and thanks to Lisa, we got invited too. So now we all work together again.
It's still in the hospitality industry, so the work itself isn't all that different. But the pay and working conditions, way better. Honestly, it feels like heaven.
I'm glad to hear that. After all, our company's motto is employees first.
Their skills, honed at a traditional inn, have made them a huge hit with our guests. They're now some of our most valued employees.
Oh, I don't know about that much.
No. Western-style hotels tend to have a more rigid, impersonal image. So when guests experience authentic Japanese hospitality, it leaves a lasting impression.
In fact, we're currently revising our entire service manual based on Lisa and the others' methods. From now on, their style of hospitality is going to set the standard at our company. Honestly, I'm so grateful we happened to meet that day.
Noah.
I've been thinking this for a while now.
Yeah, I think we all feel the same way about this.
As Noah and his father praised the three of us, Takara's expression grew darker, clearly unhappy with what she was hearing.
Revising your service manual. Ha. What a joke. That just means you're ending up doing the exact same thing we were doing here. If you're going to do the same work anyway, wouldn't it make way more sense to do it in a place you're already familiar with? So quit being difficult and just come back here already.
And what's this supposed to be? Even this contract reeks of something shady.
Let me see. Well, this is terrible. It basically forces them to work year-round at your beck and call.
What? That's just how things work in this industry.
Normal. But I don't remember things ever being this bad under the old innkeeper.
That's just because my mother chose not to enforce it. The contract is just a formality. You don't actually have to worry about it. If it bothers you that much, fine. You don't even have to sign anything. Just come back already.
Ugh, here we go again. But seriously, what happened to those foreign exchange students you hired?
Yeah, I don't sense anyone working in this inn right now.
Honestly, I underestimated them. No, actually, I underestimated Japanese.
I see. That must have been especially tough in a traditional inn.
Exactly. Words change meaning based on context. The same thing can be phrased in multiple ways. Why the hell is Japanese so complicated? With a language like this, I couldn't even give basic instructions properly.
Well, yeah. Japanese is considered one of the hardest languages in the world to learn. But surely some of them could understand it, right? Not all of them struggled, did they?
Of course, there were a few who got it. But guess what happens when only a small number of people actually understand the language? All the work gets dumped on them. And there's no way that's sustainable.
That makes sense.
Even if you lower the quality of service, you can't expect a handful of people to keep the whole place running.
Well, looks like everything went exactly how we predicted.
As we nodded, acknowledging that this outcome had been inevitable, Takara grew even more agitated.
Just as we expected. Then why didn't you stop me? It's because of you three that the inn ended up like this.
How many times do I have to tell you, stop blaming others for your mistakes?
Indeed. You are the one who brought this into ruin with your own two hands. You have no right to place that burden on those you forced out.
What? My mom. She left me all alone after only 6 months of working here. I had to step up and do something to keep the inn going. I just wanted to protect this place. So why? Why did it have to end up like this?
Takara.
No matter what you say, you abandoned this place. You spent years learning from my mother, didn't you? You owed this inn and my mom everything, didn't you? Then why? Why didn't you stop me when I started going down the wrong path?
Takara, I'm sorry, but I have to be brutally honest with you. That's what it means to be an innkeeper. That's what it means to be in charge. A single decision can make or break an entire business. That's how much power and responsibility comes with the role.
Your mom knew that all too well. She stood tall, carrying that weight without flinching. Did you even watch her? Did you even try to understand what she did?
What do you mean, watch her? You guys worked with her for years. But I only had 6 months. Don't compare me to you.
That's not the point. It's not about how long you were here. It's about whether you tried to understand the work she did and what it meant. And as her daughter, you were in a position to learn even more than we ever could.
What's the point of telling me that now?
Sorry to interrupt, but that applies to Lisa and the others as well. It's too late for regrets now. The damage has already been done.
The moment you realize the weight of your burden, your first instinct should have been to seek guidance from others.
Even if you say that now, what am I supposed to do?
Just like we owed a debt of gratitude to this inn and its former innkeeper, we also owe a huge debt to Noah and his father. No matter how much you ask, we won't betray them.
And let's not forget, you fired us. So don't expect us to forgive you just because you want us back now.
That's why, at the very least, you should see this through to the end. This inn is your responsibility now. You need to be the one to witness its final moments.
What? You, just go. You are not needed here anymore.
Let's go. This is probably the last time we'll see this place.
Indeed. Let's take one last look and remember what it used to be.
Takara, thank you for everything, until now. And so, as we walked home, we reminisced about the inn as it once was. Takara struggled desperately to keep the business afloat, but in the end, the inn was forced to shut down. Her futile attempts left her buried under a mountain of debt, forcing her to work tirelessly, day and night, just to repay it. And so, Takara spent her days endlessly chasing after the dream she once had, trapped in a life with no escape. As for me, thank you for waiting. Here is today's meal. Once the flame goes out, please remove the lid before eating.
It's been a while since I last experienced Lisa's service.
Indeed, your attention to detail is just as sharp as ever. But I see you've stopped doing that little shake when taking off the soup's lid.
Well, let's just say I've developed targeted countermeasures.
All right. Anyway, before the food gets cold, let's dig into the new menu.
Well, I suppose the level of service has improved, but
Since then, I've been working hard at Noah's company, giving it my all every day. To be honest, I still get nervous around certain people. But at least I no longer tremble when I'm with Noah. Well, I am dating him now, so I really can't afford to keep shaking around him forever. That part has been a relief. However, there's still one little problem. We haven't told Noah's father about our relationship yet. Apparently, Noah thinks it would be too much trouble if he found out. But honestly, I think keeping it a secret is way more of a hassle at this point. And so, while I kept debating whether it would be better to come clean sooner rather than later, we found ourselves in yet another strangely tense taste testing session. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.